Welcome to episode 6, season 1 of Classic Who. This is part 2 of The Daleks. Let's get into it.
I do imagine what sort of people these are. They're intelligent anyway, very intelligent.
Why are you assuming they're people?
Hey, here it is. The thing that's ticking, it's over here.
Well, it says danger on the side, so that's always a good sign.
But look at the needle. It's past the danger point.
Yes, that explains a lot of things, doesn't it? It destroys all human tissues but leaves the buildings and machinery intact.
But also turns things in the forest to stone.
We need drugs. They'll be treated.
But where are we going to find them?
The TARDIS will have to take it to another time and place where we can be cured.
We can't move the ship until we find the mercury for the fluid link.
Is that why they're all sweaty? Because they have, like, radiation poisoning?
In short, there's nothing wrong with the fluid link.
Grandfather, do you mean to say that you risk leaving the ship just to see this place?
You fool!
We need an immediate return to the ship.
We're not leaving until we've found Barbara.
You may stay and search for her if you wish, but Susan and I are going back to the ship.
How far do you think you'll get without this?
Give that to me.
Not until we've found Barbara.
Yeah, he's just going to hand it over.
You got us here. Now I'm going to make sure that you get us back.
He's right, Grandfather. We are wasting time.
Child, if only you'd think as an adult sometimes. Oh, very well.
Again, I feel like that was very dramatic.
I said immediately.
They're going to take off running? Yep.
Legs! My legs!
Stop.
So it didn't kill him.
You will recover shortly, unless you force us to use our weapons again. In that case, the condition will be permanent. You two, help him.
My legs! My legs! I can't use my legs!
Yeah, they just explained why. I'm actually really impressed now.
Here.
Oh, they're going to throw them in the room with her. I still love how they did those doors. I'm actually really impressed now with the Dalek in episode 6 of series 1 of NuWho. They did a pretty good job of updating it, but also keeping it pretty true to what it was. At least in terms of the appearance. And the voice.
Barbara, did you notice anything? I mean, when they were moving you about, any little thing may help us.
Well, there wasn't any furniture now, come to think about it.
I'm afraid that's not very much help.
Ian,
You asked for anything.
do you think there's someone inside them?
What's the point? We haven't any idea what's inside them.
She kind of ruins a lot of this for me. She's just such a terrible actress. Everyone else is pretty good.
We've got radiation sickness, all of us. The doctor's pretty badly hit.
He is right in her face.
It seems that all the time we've been in the open, we've been exposed to it. Well, what's going to happen to us?
Oh, yes.
It's kind of a weird shot with someone's full back to the camera. You don't really see that very often. Like, as they're speaking.
You and your companions need a drug to stay alive.
We have no drugs. Drugs left outside the TARDIS.
TARDIS, he is becoming delirious.
I forgot about that.
We cannot move outside the city.
Very well, then. Let one of us go and hold the others until he returns.
The rest of you will be held responsible for his return.
He will have our lives in his hands. That is enough.
Then we agree.
What do the Daleks get out of this, though? Like, what do they even need these people alive for?
100 years ago, there were two races on this planet. We, the Daleks, and the Thals. They must be disgustingly mutated, but the fact that they have survived tells us they must have a drug that preserves the life force.
Well, it doesn't seem to have affected me as much as the rest of you.
So Susan's going to have to be the one to go.
The file of drugs left outside the TARDIS, remember?
Yes, what about them?
It's possible that they may have been anti-radiation gloves. Drugs. I can't be certain. But it does give us a chance.
It must be me.
But you can't walk.
No, I'll be all right in a couple of hours.
Whoever goes must be very careful.
I don't think you have a few hours.
We must go together. Come on, let's see if I can walk.
feel like the Daleks aren't going to let them both go. He can't even fucking walk. He's going to slow things down. She just needs to go on her own.
I'm not well enough yet.
You must leave now.
My legs are
Which
still...
one of you is going?
Oh, Ian, I can't. The whole room's going round. Oh.
Seems pretty obvious here.
We can't afford to wait until I can walk. An hour might make all the difference.
I'm so afraid.
Didn't it take them like half the day or whatever to walk there, and she has to go there and back?
If she returns with the drug, am I to allow the prisoners to use it? No, they will die in time. Their only value is in bringing us enough of the Thal drug to duplicate it for our own use. Yes, at last we have a chance.
Okay. So that's what they get out of it. They need it, though?
All his fault. Had to have his own way, see the city.
Ian, that doesn't help.
No, I know. I think even if I left the doors wide open, we wouldn't have the strength to crawl through them.
How long has she been gone?
5 minutes. I couldn't tell, was that her or somebody else? The hell was that? I feel like we're going to get another Susan scream here in a second.
So hot.
We didn't.
Barbara. Come on now.
Oh, I'm all
Sit
right.
down. No, you rest.
Well, he seems to be standing okay.
I'd like to sleep.
Yes.
So hot.
Your neck is going to hurt so bad when you wake up, if you do. He didn't realize he was, like, walking.
Has she reached the jungle? Yes. The ranger scopes tracked her that far. Now they have lost her.
I don't know why I feel like I always have to look away in order to understand what they're saying. It's like when you're driving and you're like trying to find someplace, so you turn down the radio. Like, it doesn't help. But I don't know. I always do that. Okay, so she made it to the TARDIS. What's going to happen now? Okay. That one's all dented up, the one on the bottom. Interesting episode. It was cool, like getting to see the Daleks for real, you know, because all we had beforehand was just like the little side shot of the plunger. I like I said, I am impressed with how similar, you know, this very first appearance is to, you know, the first appearance in NuWho. I feel like had I been like somebody who had watched classic Who first and grown up with it, when I saw the Daleks or the Dalek in episode 6, I think I would have been like reassured that they hadn't really changed too much with it. So yeah, no, that was interesting, entertaining. Susan still bit of an over actress. But in general, I'm definitely still into this, and I'm excited to see. And I'm definitely still into this story way better than the one with the cave people. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up this one. Thank you so much for checking it out. If you're watching this on Patreon, thank you for the support. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to join everyone over on Patreon who got these reactions months ago, you can find the link for that in the description below. And no matter what platform you're watching it on, thank you. And hopefully I will see you in another video.